feel like I'm crooked. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we have a fun but unexpected unboxing for today's video. As you can see, I've got a massive Holt Renfrew bag here next to me, and I cannot wait to share it with you. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Raisa. I'm based here in Vancouver, and if you're into luxury unboxings, please make sure you're subscribed down below. Without further ado, let's get into what is inside of this bag. If you read the title, you would know what this is, but if you're also a subscriber of mine, you would be like, what the heck? Because I already unboxed a bag from the Row earlier this year. It was the Margaux 12, and today I am unboxing the Margaux in a different color and also a different leather. So let's get into it. It is a massive Holt Renfrew bag, and I'll tell you the story time of how I ended up getting this bag, because it's obviously very hard to find as it's such a popular handbag. And I want to talk to you guys about my thought process and which one I'm going to go with, because I'm probably not going to keep both. If you know the Row, you would know that they have a very minimal design. So even their dust bag is very minimal. It's this very soft cotton fabric with just white ribbons. And then the branding is at, I think, the bottom. Oh yeah, here. The branding for the Row dust bag is just at the bottom here. And inside is a Margaux bag. This time it is the size 12 in the pebbled leather. So this is what the bag looks like. It is black, obviously, with silver hardware and the grain pebbled leather, and in the size 15. So I'm just gonna take out all the stuffing. So a few weeks ago, I was kind of thinking about my Margaux bag and just how often I use it. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it over here. I got the size 12 in the calfskin leather, the soft leather, which means that it kind of scratches easily, but it also is a very beautiful leather. When I made my wish list video at the beginning of this year, I told myself that I wanted either the pebbled in the 15 or the 12. I've always kind of wanted to do the pebbled leather, but at the time that I was trying to purchase it, they were very hard to come by. They're still very hard to come by. And the one that I ended up getting in January was the size 12 in the calfskin. And I really do love that bag. Something that was missing in my current wardrobe. I didn't have a bag in that size and in that type of leather. So I think that if I had both on hand, I don't know if I would have picked the calfskin, because it is very delicate, and for that price point, I don't want to baby that bag, and I mentioned that in that video. So honestly, if I could go back in time, I don't know if I would have picked the calfskin and the 12. I might have picked the 12, so same size, but maybe in this leather. But anyway, I was just kind of thinking about my Margaux and really trying to evaluate if it's something that I use often enough to justify the price. These come with a hefty price tag, and wanted to make sure that I was investing in something that I was actually going to use. I feel like I do use that bag, but I don't use it as often as I would want to for that price tag. And maybe use it like twice or 3 times in February, and I feel like that's just not enough. But again, I was just kind of thinking about maybe I would sell that bag and get the pebbled leather, because I knew I would get more wear out of the pebbled. I was thinking about that for a couple days, and then it kind of went away. And then randomly, my sales associate at Holt Renfrew messaged me, and I remember putting my name down back in December for a 15 in the pebbled leather. She randomly called me this week and told me that 2 had come in the pebbled in the 15, which is what I originally wanted, I guess, in December. And I had already bought the 12. So I told her I don't really need it because I already have the 12. But then she's like, you can just take a look at it. It'll be here on hold for you for the next 2 days. So I really planned on not even coming to see it, because I didn't want to fall in love with it, because I feel like I would. I knew I would love the pebbled more than the calfskin, because I've had the calfskin for the last 3 months, and it's just so delicate that I unintentionally baby it even if I didn't want to. And here we are, we're making this video. I need to have both bags on hand to make a final decision, because I don't think that I'm going to keep both. But I wanted to secure the 15 and the pebbled and just try it on with different outfits and put all my stuff in it to make sure that it will actually be usable for myself day to day. So that's the plan. I'm just gonna think about it for a few weeks, and if I need to return it, I will, and if I need to sell the other bag, I will. But yeah, that's a thought process behind getting this bag today. I did want to share this bag with you because I know a lot of people are looking at this bag at the moment, so I want to give you as much detail as possible. As you saw, the bag is packed very, very well. I feel like it does hold its structure for a bag that is kind of slouchy. I'm going to do a comparison video between the 12 and the 15 to show you guys the differences. I don't have my 12 right now, so I can't do it, but this is what the 15 is looking like. First initial thoughts is that it's not as big as I thought that it would be. When I got the 12, as I mentioned, I didn't really have the 15 to compare it to, but I got the 12 and I really liked the 12 on me. And I kind of got into my head that maybe 15 would be way too big. And now that I'm holding the bag and I've kind of put it against my frame, I feel like it's not as big as I thought it was in my mind. I am 5'4", for reference. The other thing that I love about this bag is that it is very, very light. So I did mention that in my review for the 12 as well. It is a light bag despite it being leather. Inside is just a cloth canvas, and then we've got the silver hardware on the sides here. I like the 15 because it actually fits my laptop, and I'll show you. So I've got I think this is a 13-inch MacBook, and it fits really easily inside of my bag, and it actually just sits right at the side there, so you have all of the space to put anything else that you want. It can also lay flat at the very base of the bag if you want it to kind of make it more sturdy. So I love that, and my 12 does not fit my laptop. So my lifestyle has changed a little bit from when I first purchased my 12. I now have to do a bit more of a commute now that I have this office. So I kind of feel like this would be a bit more usable than the 12. I feel like I haven't really been using the 12 as much as I thought I would because it doesn't fit all of my essentials. And for the most part, I do bring a laptop with me when I go to work. So I haven't really been using it as a work bag. The other thing with this is, as I mentioned, it's got pebbled leather, which is just so carefree, and it doesn't really scratch very easily, and it's still very, very beautiful. Those are kind of like my initial thoughts about this handbag. I did not expect to like it as much as I do, but these are first impressions. So I do want to compare it with the 12 and really give you guys my thoughts on what I think about this bag. So far, I'm really, really liking it. I am going to do some mod shots at the end of this video so you guys can see what it looks like on my frame. The last thing I want to mention is the price. So the price for the pebbled leather will be a little bit cheaper than the calfskin. So the 15 pebbled Margaux is $5,940. And that's what I mean about I can't just keep both. I really have to think about which one I want. So yeah, these are my initial thoughts about the 15. If you guys have questions about the 12 or the 15, please leave them in the comments down below. I will do a comparison video and I will try to answer your questions in that video. But yes, let's do some mod shots so you guys can see what this looks like on me.